Welcome to the Vinylmax Vision video series. Today we're getting started with Vinylmax Web Center. In this session, you will learn to log in, set up company information, set up terms and shipping methods, set up customers, and set up additional users. To get started, launch any web browser from a web-enabled device. Type the URL into the bar and then enter your username and password. This brings you to the Web Center dashboard. This is your center for all things related to Vinylmax window orders and quotes. There's a menu in the upper left-hand corner of the screen that's activated by clicking on these three white bars. Before any orders can be entered, we have some setup work to do. So let's go to the menu, select Setup, and Company. When you click on your company name, this gives you the opportunity to enter information about your location. This information can be edited by clicking Edit in the top right-hand corner. This is where information about the name of your company, your address, phone, and fax are, in addition to settings for whether or not you require purchase orders or you want job names displayed on your order information. You can even upload your own logo to appear on your customer's paperwork. Once you've made the changes you desire, click Save. The next bit of setup information that we need is to establish payment terms and shipping methods. So let's click the menu, Setup, Terms and Ship Via. First, let's establish some payment terms. You can enter text into this bar and click the Add button. This information will appear on the paperwork you provide to your customers. Once you've added terms for your customers and need to delete any or edit any, you may use these buttons to do so. In the same way, we want to add some shipping methods in which we will get the product to our customers. Again, we type the text into this bar and click the Add button, and this information will appear on the paperwork that you give to your customers. Again, these can be managed with the Edit and Delete buttons shown here. Now that we've established terms and shipping methods for our customers, we're ready to set up some customers. Again, I go to the menu and select Setup, Customers. To add a new customer, click the Add Customer button. In the name field, you may either type the name of an individual who buys windows from you or a company who buys windows from you. Then the notes will be information that you want anyone to see who is selling windows to this customer or entering things for this customer. You don't need to select anything here because Vinylmax only sells products using the imperial measurement system. No metric needed. Now we have a couple of ways to provide cost to our customer. We can mark up from cost, discount from list, or select a gross margin percentage. And each of those varies by the type of product that's being sold to the customer, listed here. So, for example, if I want to mark up from cost, I would enter the percentage that I want to charge the customer above the cost that Vinylmax charges for the windows. So in this scenario, on Newton windows, the customer would receive your cost plus 25%. Another method for pricing is a discount from list. This uses the Vinylmax price list that's provided, and you may offer a discount to your customer off that list. So for example, if you would like to offer a 10% discount off that list, you simply add a 10 in this field. The third pricing method is gross margin. If you've established a gross margin level that you would like to make on this customer, then you simply add that gross margin percentage to this table. Those are the three pricing methods that are available so that you can provide your customer with their cost on the product. In addition to that, we want to select the payment terms that are appropriate for this customer. These are the payment terms that were set up in the first step. The salesperson dropdown will show a list of users established for your company in the Vinylmax Web Center. Web Center allows you to charge up to 5 different types of sales tax on an order. So if you have one percentage for state and another for city or county, you can enter those tax percentages and a related title here. So if we have 7% tax in Ohio and we have 0.1% tax in the city, we can establish those, and both of those tax rates will be charged to the customer. And then there's an area to put together your billing and shipping information. So the billing address, including phone, fax, and email. And if the shipping is different, you can enter that here, including the ship via method that we established earlier. Or if it's the same as the billing address, you may simply click Same as Billing Address. Once you have all of this information established for your customer, click Save. Sometimes it's convenient to add a customer that just represents your over-the-counter sales. So this could be an account that's used for any walk-in customer that comes along. And you might know that you want to provide pricing method that's a 40% markup on all of those customers who come in. So you can use the account setup in that way too. If you have been set up as an administrator of your account, you may establish other users for Web Center. To do this, go to the menu, Setup, Users. Leave the first field at Company and click Add User. There are 2 types of users you can establish, either another administrator account or a standard user. An administrator has all the same permissions that you do, including the ability to establish additional users. A standard user has a variety of permissions that you can set on an individual basis. Let's set up a standard user. Select a username and password and enter the first and last name of the employee plus their email address. The username needs to be unique in our system, so you might need to try a time or two to come up with a unique user ID. Once you've entered all of the information about the individual, then you can establish permissions. Do you wish this employee to be able to create orders or only see them? Are they able to delete quotes? Do they have access to your cost? Are they allowed to know the discount or markup or margin percentage given to a customer? And can they approve holds? So you can select whatever permissions you believe appropriate for that employee, and then click Save. If a user ever forgets his password, you may reset it by returning to this screen, clicking on the user, the Edit button, and typing a new password in this field. Those are the steps required to get started with the Vinylmax Web Center. Remember, no quotes or orders can be processed without setting up at least one customer. Web Center will be open for customer setup starting December 4th, 2017. Tune in for our next video of entering basic quotes. And you can always find more information in the Web Center user manual. Thank you for watching a Vinylmax Vision video.